Hi.
How you doing?
Good, how are you? So sorry. I've had surgery.
No, it's all good. Yeah, what we're gonna talk about today, it's kind of like a review, anyways. But did you want to like talk about the exam first?
Yes. Okay, so I have two things.
Okay.
I was looking at my let me share my screen with you. I was
Okay.
looking at my calendar and I
Okay.
have this new assignment that's due in the morning on Wednesday that he posted Tuesday.
Okay.
So,
Guessing
this
game. All
is
right.
yeah, that's
It doesn't seem bad. Okay. This is due on next week, so I
yeah.
think maybe yeah, I'll do the same thing. I'll probably do this sometime. I'll give it to you on Tuesday. But did you wanna talk about it like maybe later in the week, or did you wanna talk about it before Wednesday?
I wanted to talk about it before Wednesday because usually he whenever we get homework like this that's like
Yeah.
big, he usually spends the whole class talking about it and calling people off guard.
Ah, I
I'd rather
see.
like know what I'm talking about.
Okay. We can actually like kind of like briefly talk about it. Let's say complete the guessing game
And here's
using
the
that.
thing, that it was like
Okay.
a too. Let me put this to the side.
He gave this as a starter.
Yeah.
Okay, right opponent that randomizes between allow. Okay. And then the number, if the user guesses it to first try, the program should end with a success image or message. If the first guess is incorrect, the user should give it. Okay. It's an if else statement in a sense. You have to do an if else statement.
Okay.
Then randomizes a mystery number. So we probably have to do math that random. That's right. Okay. He technically already wrote that for you. Okay.
Yeah.
And temporarily uncomment the next line in order to debug your program. The mystery number is okay, and then this one is guess what the mystery number is between 1 to 5. Int guess console. Okay, so this console that read int. This is a scanner one.
Hmm.
Oh, so he didn't initiate the scanner for this. So that's something that you have to add.
Yeah.
Okay, but we've done that already, so
Yeah.
that's good. And so finish the program by adding lines below. You will need to use see if and if else statements, and some of them will probably be nested. All right. What I would do is so the first thing is probably uncomment that the mystery number is, and then after that, add a module before the class.
Wait, I'm gonna one
Maybe
second.
just like kind of like a
I'm gonna
not
make a
yeah. Just
I'm
copy it here.
like, yeah. Oh, by the way, I finished this whole one.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, and it worked.
Um,
So
that's good. Okay. What about 19?
yeah, that one I started writing on my own,
Mm,
trying to figure it out before I looked at the problem you sent me.
yeah.
And then I got stuck because I need to put the greater than symbol and I couldn't figure out how to do that on here. So I just kind of gave up on that one.
Okay. We'll talk about it after this. Or so you want to talk about this one first?
Yes. Should
Okay.
I just input all of this onto, or should I just input?
It doesn't matter. I think it's good to have all of them. So just
Okay.
control all and then like or command all, and
Um,
then like we'll go through it.
okay, cool. All right.
So it seems like yeah. So the first like the easy reader
Oh,
console. He already that's actually already in there. Okay, that's good. Easy reader. That's different. Make sure Easy Java is in the same folder. Do you have that? The Easy Reader Java file?
how do I know if I have that?
Did he have it like download in the
Yes.
same folder? Okay.
Yes.
All you have to do is put that in the same place as this guy. So you
Okay.
have to save this guy first somewhere.
Okay.
So he's using that first. I guess we'll take a look at that.
I'm just gonna call this guessing game. Yeah. There you go. Java. Cool.
Okay. And then the Easy Reader, apparently he has that somewhere in this, that you're supposed to like I don't it seemed like it would be a scanner, but I guess he already wrote a file. EasyReader.java. Do you know? Does that seem familiar? EasyReader.java.
No, it doesn't. I'm trying to think, and it really doesn't sound. I'm actually gonna text my friend and
Make sure the Easy Reader Java is in the same folder. What in the world? Just change it to scanner and then do the same thing. It's the same guy as what we've been talking about.
Let me ask her. Hey,
Okay.
do you know what the easy reader? She probably doesn't because she's like more lost than I am in this class, so she probably won't know what I'm talking about. But we'll ask anyways. Okay, wait. So what do you want me to do?
So the Easy Reader, the actual name for both, change that to scanner. Just the Easy Reader, change that to scanner, left and right, and then as well as add the module for scanner before the public class.
Here.
Yeah, it's kind of like what you did for 17A. If you take a look at it. So you imported the scanner, yeah.
Scanner. Okay.
Yeah.
What was that? It was. Wait. No.
I see. That's there to just to check. I get it now. Okay.
Is that the only module in this?
For now, yeah. Let's because we're going through it. Let's try to check first. Let's comment out the 32 and 33. Let's try comment those out just to and then
Just taking this out.
just comment it. Just add the two forward
yeah.
slashes, yeah. For both, and then actually activate 29 and 30. So remove the forward slashes, yeah. Actually, the other one's only a comment. Put back the slash. It's only 30 that's actually a code.
Oh,
So
this.
on 29, on 29, put
Oh,
back the
sorry.
slash, yeah.
Yeah. That's why I was like, what?
Okay. And let's because that one 30 is gonna check if your number is randomized.
Yeah.
So try running this and see what happens.
Oh, wait. I forgot. This thing does it. Okay, close. Close. Oh. There's a. Oh. Yes.
Yeah, that's you need to suppress it. Yep. And let me see. Console.console. And then let's do a constructor found for scanner. Oh, there's no instance. Uncomment that or comment it out. Comment it out. Okay, and run it again. Yeah, okay. There you go. And then like run it a few times. Let's see if it actually randomizes from like 1 to 5. Okay, seems like it's about right. Let's see if we actually get 5. Okay, good. Okay.
Yeah.
So it works. So let's see what it says. So the next thing is and then allows a user 2 guesses to guess the number. Let's say 2 guesses to guess the number. If the user guesses it on the first try, the program should end with a success message. If the first guess is incorrect, the user should be given a message stating that the guess is either too high or too low. Okay, so what I would do is, so comment out 30 since we know it works now. And then like uncomment out number 33. And let's just send that out. Guess what number is between 1 to 5. And then 32 as well. Okay. So that's gonna ask you, and then 32 is gonna ask you, 33 is gonna assign the value to console or to guess one. And 26, uncomment that as well. Because you need to initiate. And for 30, 35, 36 are comments. So 37, we need to write something. Okay. So for this, I would say, so it says there, if the user guesses it on the first try. So add like an if else statement for that. So maybe like if so you have to compare number and guess one.
Okay, so if What I have
Number, I guess. So number is the one that's the actual number, and guess.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't like those names. But it doesn't matter. We'll just use what they have.
Okay. So
Okay.
I'll put if int number.
Yeah, if just number, it's already declared. Yeah.
If number equals
Equals. Yeah. Equal because it's a comparison.
do I have to put this?
Yeah. You have to put in 2 equal sign.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it's like first. Okay. So equal since you're comparing, and then you have to put in guess one, just guess one.
Oh, I don't like that. Do I put it with capital or without?
It has to be the same. I
Where?
guess number 33. Yeah, guess one.
Oh, okay.
Same as that guy. Yeah.
Okay.
So if equal is, and I think in Java you have to enclose them in parentheses. The number equal guess one. Yeah. All right, so we have that there, and then what does it say? If it's obviously the same, you need to end it with a success message. So I guess kind of like similar to what we've been doing, just like add in a string, like string out, system.out print, and like any kind of string to say, oh, good job, that's right.
Yeah. I'll put so I'm just gonna put
success.
Okay.
Super unoriginal.
You're like, wow, Isabella, you really put
Yeah.
thought into that one.
Okay, so the next one, if the first guess is incorrect, so if it's
I have to suppress this one with a.
Yeah, you have to suppress that one. Oh yeah, I forgot for the if you have to always add the braces.
Yeah, that's what.
For everything, really.
Okay, so I'm gonna put that. Okay, wait. Okay.
Yeah, and then for this one it says else. So if the next one is if the first guess is incorrect, so that's an else. The user should be given a message saying that the guess is either too high or too low.
Oh. Okay, wait. Else.
Yeah.
What would I put for that afterwards?
So let's think about this for a sec, because then it may be a nested one.
Okay.
So like because the first one it asks you for the first number.
Right.
And then you don't want it to end. So I guess else. Let me think. So if, and that's good. Success. But then you need to guess again after that.
Yeah.
So maybe put in let me see, if and then else. That's wrong. And then the other one. So if you guess it right, you have to move on to the second one.
Right.
So I think that the next if, or should be between if and else. And then the user should be in the told whether the second guess is correct or not. If the second guess is incorrect, the user should be told what the mystery number was. If, and then, so if that's good, that guy. Else, let's see. Because he has to move on. So that's, let me tell you. So if he guesses wrong both times, that means that you're gonna tell him the user what the number is, right?
Yeah.
But what if you only guess? What if you only guess one of them wrong?
It says if you do it wrong, if the first
is it either one? Like, is it for both of them are wrong? Like if either the first or second are wrong, or both of them are wrong, you're gonna tell them the number because you only have 2 guesses, right?
Yeah, you only have 2 guesses. So if both of them are wrong, then you tell them the number. But if the first one's wrong, like if they get it wrong on the first try, then you have to tell them that it's incorrect and whether it's too high or too low.
Okay, but then they only get 2 guesses.
Yeah, they only get 2 guesses, and after 2 guesses, they tell them the number.
Okay. If number 1, okay, so that's your first try. And then the next one would be else. Because you only get 2 tries.
But how would I tell them whether it's too high or too low? I'm just confused by this one.
Oh, that one isn't that hard. That one you just put in like if it's too high, you have to do a comparison.
Okay.
between like what you did there in 37, you have to do something similar. Instead of
Okay.
equal, it's gonna be like greater than or
Okay.
less than. But what I'm thinking right now is how like where to place them so that you know that it's gonna be
Right.
always twice only. Let me think. So the first guess is incorrect. The user should be given a message saying that the guess is either too high or too low. So if is right, and then else would be wrong. I guess we'll just do that. So right now, let's put an else and then put in like an if statement there after else. So line 40.
Yeah. Okay.
Add another brace for the else, open brace for the
Oh,
else.
just okay.
Yeah.
Here.
And we'll just work with it. So and then right here, put in another if statement to do the too high or too low.
If okay, so how would I put like number
Yeah, same thing, and then greater than.
equals
The greater than in this case.
oh yeah, that's right. How do I do that on how do I get the greater than or less than symbol?
It should be on your
It's
keyboard,
not on
right?
my keyboard.
Oh, it's not in there in the Mac?
No,
Oh, weird.
no, it's on the Mac. That's why. Oh wait, yes it is. Why
It
did
has to be.
I Oh my god.
I know they're like misplaced
It's
versus
like in
like,
the corner.
yeah, usually it's different.
Okay.
Yes.
So we're gonna do that.
So what you're trying to guess is the number, right? I think it would be nice if you actually yeah, for me usually I like to put the guess on the left because this one
Okay.
there's because then you know it matches, right? Okay,
So
so if
guess
you put
one
guess here and greater than
greater than
the actual number.
yeah. No, sorry. Greater than number.
So this one's less than, right? Like what you guess is less than. Okay, that's
Oh
good.
yeah. Wait, I'm
So,
gonna
so just pick one and then we'll
yeah,
just
that's
put
the one we're
whatever.
picking.
So
Yeah.
if it's less than, then you put a brace and then at the bottom of it just put in like you guess too low or yeah too low. And let's see. So it's too high
Um,
too.
system dot out dot print.
Okay, I think I got it. I
Oh
think
my
this
god, wait.
should be else if yeah.
I didn't put L. That's so awkward.
Okay, and then put for this one put too low.
Yeah. No, because this is
The
greater.
guess right is what you guess, and it's less than the actual number, which is too low.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to put the guess
Yeah,
on
I
the
was like,
left.
what?
Yeah, because if you put the guess on the right, then it's the opposite, which is like gonna confuse you.
Could I put a sad face?
Okay.
Work.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
And so for this one, I think it should be an else if, because then if it's not too low, then it's gonna check if it is it too high. And if
Oh
it's
wait,
not,
do I have to enclose this one?
yeah, I have to enclose that one. Yeah.
Okay. Actually, no, I don't like putting my curly brace there. I like putting it at the second line.
Yeah. Usually I like that one too, because it lines it up. Oh.
Else if
Yeah. And let me think, while you're writing that, let me think about the other one. So else if is greater, and if it's else, then you guess again, because then it'll be, it's not too, let me think. So if it's right, too low, greater than, and then the other one would be wrong. So too low, too high, and then wrong. And if it's wrong, you have to tell them the number, right? Let me think. System that was too low, but you haven't really you haven't asked them to guess again.
no.
That's the thing. You just told them that's too low. So we might have to add in another like scanner after the too low.
Okay. Do you want me to?
Yeah, add another scanner there. You might have to repeat that for else if, because then yeah, you're gonna have to repeat that. So do it for the if first. So do the same as what you usually do. You have the system.out.print and then
Okay.
guess one console, yeah.
What do you want me to write?
System.out.print and then something where in the lines of them guessing again.
Okay. Do I just say guess again?
Yeah. You're not so it's like you're already outputting too low, so guess again the number, yeah. So that's good. And then And then after that, you need to put in the int guess one again. The int guess one equals console.read int after that guy.
After this here.
Yeah.
And what do I do?
Guess one equals console.read int. It's the same as
Oh,
one.
oh yeah, okay, yeah. Wait, I'm just gonna.
Yeah. This like this is actually pretty good because then the way that we're trying to debug this on or like write it
Uh-huh.
allows you the chance to like think about like, oh, what is
Right.
the process of doing it? But does it make
Right.
sense why I'm doing that?
Yes, it does. It does.
Because that's what you do when you're doing this scanner, and this is just the process of doing a scanner.
Yes.
You output a message and then you put in like a console.read int or
Right.
a line.
Okay.
And then I think you
have
repeat
the-
that again for 42 and 43.
Okay. Oh,
Guess again. Guess one.
just guess again.
And then it's also saying, so once they guess again and they get it wrong.
Do I put int guess one equal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So once they get that wrong again, then you have to output something else. So after the int guess one on like the very first one on line 43, I would put another if statement.
And like above.
After it, because that's when you.
After.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah, let me think, because so get your first guess, that's why there's a 1 there.
Right.
Is your first guess. So we may have to do int guess 2. Let's change the guess for line 43. Let's change the guess 1 into 2. Guess 2. So that's your second guess.
Do I do the same thing to 48?
Yeah, you do the same thing. And then so after 43, let's put in if guess 2 is so.
Oh wait, sorry.
You're not gonna output if it's too low again, because that's the only reason why you're doing it. So you want them to guess again. So if guess 2 is wrong now, so guess 2
equals
the number, then they can move on, right?
Yeah, they win.
So guess 2 equals number, and then they have 2 guesses for the second one as well. Is that why I'm
No. Guess 1 is like one guess, and then guess 2
Okay.
is another guess, and that's it.
Oh, that's it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so guess 2 equals number, and then so I guess the output is success.
Yeah.
Same as like the 38. Okay. Okay.
Wait, I'm confused though, because what about this?
Oh, you're gonna do the same thing. So for line 49, you're gonna do 44 and 45. Same thing. You're gonna copy those exact ones. The reason why you did else if is because you wanted to take account for when it's greater than.
But what about if it's less than?
If it's less than, then it's just gonna run 40 to 44.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. System.outprint. So I wouldn't put, because I'm just trying to think about if I was doing this by myself. So I wouldn't put.
That's good. Okay.
I feel like I would just end up putting guess 2 after all of this.
Let me
in
see,
my
let me
brain.
see.
Because the too low and too high should only work for guess 1.
It only works for guess 1, but then it won't run. So for example, if 40 is correct, it's not gonna go to else.
Okay.
So that's why you have to nest the if statement like inside, because you have to check guess 1 first. I don't know if when you nest it.
Yeah.
Because then if all of these, there's another way, and maybe like to pamper it, is just to not repeat this line 44 and 45. But the other one, let me think. If guess 1 is less than number, because you have to output too low or too high. You can't put it in one statement.
Right.
If, and then else if, it will run if and else if separately. And if you put in an else after else if, it won't check guess 1 is less than number. It won't even check guess 1 is greater than number.
Okay.
That's why we want to nest it, because then you want it to check for each one.
Okay.
And then within each one, the reason why you put another if is, okay, you guess again, Once you guess again, I want to check if that number is actually true. After this one, after 44 and 45, you have to put in the case where it's not the number, in which case it would be I guess failure.
Okay.
Yeah. So for this one, yeah, after this guy, put in else.
Wait, I think I have to put that there, and then what does this do? Yeah. Wait.
The braces, yeah. I think it's right, yeah. What you have is right.
That's right, right? Okay, because that has to be enclosed together, right?
Yeah, try to enter like a few times so that the 46 is like all the way in the bottom. That brace is separate, that's like for the else if. Just like enter like a few times. There, so that okay, there you go. Let's work with what we have first. So system.print success, that's good. And then after that, you want to put else
Where?
on line 46.
Okay.
Yeah. Usually the way I do these nested if statements is so you know how like so that it's easy to read. You see how like the if statement is aligned for you for
Uh-huh.
your try not to align them. Align the second if statement with the conditions. So like yeah, like there, right there, yeah.
Same thing with the else.
And then 45 as well. So 45, try to align that with the condition so that you know where that belongs with.
This
So
way?
align that with the parentheses guess to. You know where the parentheses guess to starts? Yeah. Yeah, you could
And
do
what
that.
about this one?
That one, align it with the if, because that's
Okay.
along the same line. Okay, and then so else, so let's think about this just to step back so that we know where we're
Mhm.
going. So in the beginning 37, you asked them the if your guess one is the same as the number. And if they guess it right, it's success. If it's wrong, they get a second guess. And so you go to else, and then in else, you ask them again, is your guess one hold up. Is your guess? Oh yeah. If it's your guess one is lower than the number, then it's too low. The guess again, and then you have guess two,
Right.
and then you assess if a guess two is actually the same number. So that's good. And then the last thing there is what? If the number is
If
wrong,
the
right?
number is wrong, then you have to show them the mystery number.
Yeah.
So that would
So
be my else
since
statement.
so that would just be the next thing else. So it's just an else statement.
Okay.
So this else statement, you're gonna output system.out print line the number. Or like the next line has to be the next
Okay.
line. Yeah.
But do I?
You need you need another brace in there. You always need a
Okay.
brace.
Okay. Some.println.
I guess you can say like some strings and then add plus number.
Okay.
Like
Space.
just say like this is the number in quotation. Like,
Oh.
yeah. So inside the
No,
quotation,
okay.
yeah.
I'm just
So
gonna
the
put mystery
number is
number.
yeah, and then like after the quotation, put in plus.
Where is that? Okay. After this quotation.
Put in plus after the quotation.
Plus.
You want it to be inside, right?
Oh yeah, that's right. Whoops.
Yeah. So plus, and then what do you want to put that number? Yeah, and then okay,
And
and
then
then the close parentheses, yeah, and suppress it. So let's see. So mystery number. Okay, that's good. I think that's what they want you to do. And then so you do the same thing for the else if.
do I leave this space between 48 and 49?
Else if. What about the next else? I'm thinking. So you're gonna do this again, right? For the else if when it's
Yeah.
higher. Oh no, for the space, just don't leave it. Just take it, delete it. Make sure it's like up top. The reason why we did that is so we don't want to get confused with else if. So like, okay, now you're gonna do the same thing for the else if, but then what about the else for that? Let me see. If and if else, okay, and then else if. Do you even need an else for that one? Let me think. If it's less than, if it's greater than.
Yeah, because if it's if it's greater than, if the guess is greater than, then
Hey,
there's
you probably don't need it because then you only have these two cases, right? If it's less than, if it's greater
yeah,
than, you already have like when they're equal to, which is
right.
already, so they can't be anything else, right?
No.
Yeah, so let me think, so if it's less than, and if it, I'm thinking the else should turn into an if, like an else statement, an else if should turn into an else.
Else, yeah.
Yeah, because then you already took into account when it's equal to, and then when it's less than, there's nothing else, right?
No,
If
that's it.
then, so you don't need a condition for that. So let's check
Oh,
out
wait.
what
Wait,
is
oh,
what.
no, no, never mind, never mind. We already put success. Oh, why did I put 1?
I don't
Oh,
know.
no,
It doesn't.
exclamation mark.
So so this else if in line 48. I'm
Mm-hmm.
thinking it doesn't need to be an else if because there's
Just
no
an
other
else,
case, right? And then we can take out the condition.
which is,
In line 48, there's a condition, guess one greater than number. You don't need that for an else statement.
okay.
You only need that for if and else if. Okay, and then yeah, that's it. And then just do the same thing as what you did with what was it? Guess two, yeah, guess two
Wait,
from line 44 to line 47. You could probably just copy that one.
Here, all this.
Yeah, you're gonna put that under line 51.
Oh, okay. Now I
Yeah,
understand.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
and then this
And
does that. This one does that.
so
Oh, what about, wait,
if else if. Okay, yeah, that's good.
what about all this? This isn't like,
For
this
which
was
one?
never enclosed. I think I have to enclose it here, there.
Okay.
Is that where I have to enclose it? Or do I-
Let me think. Not because you need to incorporate. You need to enclose it at the bottom of line 55 because you need the if statement inside the else
Okay, so here, before?
after line 55.
Okay, so here. But that only
Yeah.
goes to there.
Yeah, but you need another one though. So let me see. So
Oh, okay, okay, so,
just put another one. It should line up automatically.
okay,
There you
there.
go. Yeah.
And then I have to put another one.
Yeah. Try to like this brace thing is like kind of like all over. There's like no particular pattern.
Yeah.
Try when you're working with these guys so that like it doesn't get like into a hair pulling
Hectic.
situation. Try to like kind of like get into a habit of like lining them up in a particular order so that
Usually
like
I do that. This is the
you do
first
that.
time that
Okay.
I've gotten like confused.
Make sure line them up
Okay,
like while you're doing it because it's always good to do that.
this
And
is
like
fine.
doing it after, it's kind of like where the heck is it? Kind of like a guessing game.
Where should the end
So
of this one be?
the way that my way of doing it is that my open brace is always in the same line as my if statement, and then my closing brace is in the same line as my else. So what you have there in 39 is good.
Okay.
And I always put a space after. So the else. Yeah, that one. Yeah. Same thing with the other ones.
That one does
Okay.
that. What about this one? Where does this one end?
Let's see. So else. That's the else one. That should be the 58 line 58.
No.
No, it's not that one. You need another one then.
Okay.
There you go. See what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. That one works. That one works.
Okay.
That one works. That one works. That one works. And yeah, that's it.
Okay. Yeah, because like the way when you're gonna write this in the AP exam or like in any way,
Yeah.
like if you didn't have a computer, uh, I usually write those first. That's how I
Does that
like
have
when you
to
write.
be all enclosed?
Huh?
Does that all have to, do I have to add this one or do I take that one out?
Let me see. So I think you might need it for that one. Is it all? So you need one for the public
I think I
class.
need, yeah, one more.
Okay, I
There?
think you're good. Yeah, public
Yeah, I
class.
think
Yeah.
we're good now. Okay. Should I
All
try
right. Try
compiling?
try to run it. See if it works.
Oh.
What does it say on
This is
48?
else without if.
Without if. Oh, it's probably a suppression thing. Let me see. Boom. Else. That should match with the 140. Oh, you need another brace there. Because you need another brace, yeah. So because for the first brace in line 48 is for the else above it.
Right.
Yeah, try to put another one. There you go. And
Okay.
then indent that one. Like put that in the next line.
This?
With its brace.
Oh, okay. Wait.
So in
Here?
between, yeah, that guy.
Okay. Let me try. Oh.
62, okay. Try to delete that one. What does it say? 4 errors found. Okay. 26. Yeah, usually it's a can of worms usually. I mean, you think you're done, but you're not. Let me. Why is console? You have scanner initiated. Okay. Did you use console? No, yeah, you did.
Yeah.
No suitable constructor found for scanner. Let me think. Is not applicable. New scanner console, new console.read. Why is that happening? Is not applicable. So you have that one, okay, and then you have the brace there. You imported it, which is good. New scanner. Try go back to the. Let me take a look at how we usually define these ones. So. Oh, I see. We forgot something. System.in. So inside the new scanner, like the
Right.
parentheses inside scanner.
Okay.
System.in. Yeah, that's the reason why. In, not int.
I was like, what?
Okay.
Okay, there. Oh, yeah,
Let's see.
Okay, this one says
Listen, so
not find symbol.
okay. Let's see. This one also that read. Is it read int? Oh, it's probably not. It's not read int. It's next int. This is what happens when you try like because you were just switching. I don't even know why he's using. You should ask him about that one. I don't if we can use scanner instead of like the other guy.
Okay.
So next and same with the other one. There's another one that we did that for guest too.
No. I don't want a new share. I want. Okay. Compile. Okay, there.
Yeah. Same with the other one too. Yeah, with those two guys.
Oh no. Oh, this is a wreck. Wait, where's this one? Okay, there.
Yeah. Let's see.
Okay, there we go.
Oh, awesome. That wasn't that bad.
Okay, let's see. Also, I found out, remember yesterday when I was like inputting in like no special and it would sometimes like
Okay.
not go on to the next question?
Yeah. What
I
about it?
realized if you put a space before you click enter, that it won't
Yeah.
work.
Oh, if there's
That's
oh
what I
really?
did. Yeah.
Oh, the space takes it. They take the space as like a character. Or
Yeah.
something. Yeah, that. Yeah, only if you need to do that. Like there's
Oh my God,
obviously
I got it right.
good. Oh wow, that's funny.
Guessed it.
Do it again, just to like do it a few times, because I want to see when it doesn't like work, like fail.
Okay. Hi.
This is nice.
Let me think. Maybe it's one. Ah,
But that works though, right?
it
That's
does.
awesome. Yeah. And you could obviously, yeah, like what you were saying about the space. Like if this is a professional
I'm gonna get
program,
it.
oh, you're pretty good at this. But like if it's a professional program, you could add in the space, like all these different things that you have to like debug.
Okay.
Do you know how to do that? Like if you were to do it,
To add like the space.
like all these different exemptions, or like for example, like if someone puts a space, where would you put that in this case?
For someone to add like for the person
to
using the
accept-
program
Yeah, because there's a way to like exempt an error. We'll talk about that later though.
Yeah, I don't.
No, because
Right.
the one other way of doing it, the easy way would be just to put an if else, like an if statement. So if the input, for example, in between the like for each guess, after each guess,
Uh-huh.
you need to put in like another if statement and say if the guess one or guess two is a space, then redo it, like re-ask them,
Okay.
and then put that in
Okay.
the if statement, something
Okay.
like that. Okay, so that's this. So like, does this make more sense now to try and like go over?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, it does. How would I? Okay. Can I take all of this out because I want to turn this in after? Should I just delete all this or should I keep this?
For me, what I usually do is I'll try to put like when I'm writing these like code stuff, I try to put everything in here so that when it's time to like share it, you know what I mean? Like you have
Yeah.
all that here. Does he, unless he cares about like you putting extra stuff, he doesn't like that.
No. I just don't like these symbols, so I'm kind of just gonna change them to
The other one, yeah.
yeah.
The reason why it's like that is it's
Yeah.
it's a block comment.
Let me put prompt.
Yeah. So you guys are writing. So you guys are in the programs now, right? Or methods, creating methods. Have you guys done loops yet?
No.
Okay, that's good. Maybe that's gonna be next month. That's I've seen you guys have done methods, and some of the homework problems from 14 is also methods.
Yeah.
And but then still if else statements, no classes. So
Mm-mm. I just don't know this whole easy reader thing.
you could always Google it. Try to see. Like it seems like it's a customized program though, right? Make sure the easy reader does the same
Wow.
for. Yeah, it seems like it's something he wrote because why is that in there? Like, oh, make sure.
Program.
So it must have been. It may have
Oh,
been in
oh,
there,
oh, oh,
right?
oh, wait, is it this
Right,
one?
right. Yeah. It
Wait,
must be in there somehow.
is it this
Is it?
program? No.
No.
Yes. Yeah. Wait, no.
It says that you
There's
must use
easy
prompt
reader
users for
for
input. Yeah.
input,
But he should have given it to you, unless it's
right?
something that's Let me take a look at it actually.
Easy
Maybe you could just
reader.
Google it.
Wait, I'm gonna ask another classmate of mine.
Easy reader.
Um, what's his name? That's so awkward that I don't know his name.
Easy. Okay. Oh, I found something, but I don't know if this is the one he wants. It seems like it's someone else's program.
I'm trying to see what is this person's name. Oh, it's just so embarrassing. I feel so bad.
He probably covered that in class, and you were like,
Yeah, maybe when I wasn't there.
yeah.
Super convenient.
I'm looking at it right now. I Googled it. It's like I honestly, like, I don't know why he wants you guys to use this. No one uses like easy reader. Like it's usually a scanner.
Hey,
The
quick
scanner is
question.
something like this. You just import it, which is easy. For this
Yeah.
one, I don't think it's that easy because because you have to download this guy and then put it in the same folder. And I'm thinking you still have to import it. But then there's like an extra step. You have to download it,
Yeah.
which is inconvenient. So
Okay, I just asked one of my other classmates.
okay.
But for now, I'm just gonna save this. Okay. Okay, so everything else is pretty much put correctly like I like it and not with weird pound signs. Okay. So then there's the this one.
Later date.
Oh, also my assessment, he just told us on this thing that it's on November 5th.
Well, that's fast. Okay.
Yeah, I know. Didn't mention it at all last week.
Oh, crazy. Okay. Look. Okay. So for that means that we have this week and then part of next week.
And part of next week.
Yeah. I'm thinking like Yeah, we'll probably like, if you don't mind, maybe we'll spend more time on Saturday. Like
Yeah.
not just like hour and 30, maybe like more.
Yeah,
Like
that's
3
fine.
hours. Yeah. But then like, when is he gonna give you guys the review?
Um,
So that maybe we can talk about it
the
more.
last when he gave us the review for the other test.
Yeah.
I think maybe like 5 days before the test.
Okay.
So he'll probably give it to us
5
either
days.
next weekend or maybe the end of this week.
I think probably end of this week because
Yeah.
the fifth is like the following week already.
Yeah.
It's 5 o'clock.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Okay, so we'll do that. We'll plan ahead.
Okay.
And so let's do this first. I think what we're doing now is good review, anyways. Like going over each one.
Yeah.
So
Because
later
this is
date-
from like the chapter 6, so we might do a program that's similar to this.
Okay, try copying this guy. Is there
Yeah,
is
I'm
there a
gonna
starter?
copy
There's no starter for this one. Okay.
No.
All right.
Okay, here. And then you have to use Easy Reader for this one, I'm guessing too. So
We're not gonna do that one.
okay, I'm gonna be really lazy. I'm sorry. It's not my finest moment, but I'm gonna have to do that. Okay. What is this one called?
Later date, I think.
Oh no, I literally deleted my
Yeah.
the thing I copied. Okay, it's called later date. Okay.
Yeah, later date.
Let me go back here.
They're gonna input 2 different dates and determine which 2 days is later. This sounds like something I've already done.
Really?
Yeah, this sounds like an assignment 14. I sent you something similar to this one.
Oh, really?
You're comparing 2 different dates. Let me see.
I'm gonna try and do this. Oh.
Is it 14? Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, this is the one. Write a method that returns true if the first day is later than the second. Later date.
Okay.
Which 2 dates are later. That but my live because you're free to phrase it using wording. So this first date is more recent date than 2018. So that's later. Okay. So yeah, it's exactly the same thing. We'll just base it off assignment 14 to problem 14.
Okay, great. And then
Yes,
this
actually,
is
you want to open that just to like briefly look at it? I have it open, but like,
yeah.
so you have something kind of like in mind instead of like going off like.
Open. Which one do you want me to open?
Assignment 14 to problem 14.
Oh, okay. Wait.
Should be the last one. The funny thing about this is this is the one I wanted you to do, like, or I ran out of time to do, so I wanted you to do it.
I actually looked over that one, and it was
Okay.
like I had to leave for the pharmacy, but I was like looking over it because I pretty much looked at all the other ones, but then that was the only one that I left for the end because I was like scared of it. So.
Okay. Yeah, it's not bad, but it's a good thing that we already have something here. So like the method, if you take a look at this method, it should be the same method that you have to input.
Here.
The only thing now, the one thing that's different about the one that we have to do for later date is instead of just it's not a Boolean anymore. You have to actually, if it's true, then you print something, and if it's false, you print the other one.
Right.
So I guess just copy like, or put it on the side, and just so that like we can refer back to it side by side.
Yeah, let me put
It's always good to like write it again.
Let me put this in the corner, and then let me put this away.
Okay.
Go to Java and do that. Okay, great. Okay, so no. What did I just do? Okay. So do I have to input modules, right?
Yeah, good. Yeah, that's always the first thing. Seems like this is what you guys have to do for the exam as well.
Yeah.
For most of them, like more than half of them, you have to do this.
Yep.
Yeah. So just memorize the way we've been doing it here. I would probably, that's like, the how it's studied for it. If I redo like each one of these.
Oh wait, that's not that. Let me name this. Rename file. I'll do later date Java.
What does it say? I'll try and read this. Each of the two dates must be inputted using 3 separate prompts. Okay. You do not need to error check the dates. Good. The output should be clear and informative. Listing both dates. You must use prompts. Easy reader for input or scanner. It's easy reader. And nested if else statements to determine. Okay, good. That's kind of similar. Okay.
For after the public class, like I declare that. Do you want me to? Because I'm gonna write like this. Would this be the same or would it be different?
For the method,
Yeah.
yeah, I would probably let's write it from scratch so that we can talk about it. So well, obviously, yeah, the creating the method would be
If the first
it would
date.
still be a boolean, but then the only thing that's different is your main,
Okay.
because then it'll output a boolean if it's later, and if it's later. So first of all, like, do you know what the just looking at this on the right? Do you know why it's a boolean is later function? Like, you know what it does? Just by looking at it.
I'm guessing it like
It asks us if it's a later date,
yeah,
right?
right.
Yeah, if the first date
Okay.
is later than the second.
Okay.
And then so if it is, that means it's true. And for our case here, if it's true, then we put it on the left. Like in the example there, line 16, it says this date is a more recent date. So then this other date. So if it's true, you print it something like that. But if it's false, then you switch them. Does that kind of make sense? So that's kind of like the concept. So like if this Boolean statement is true, then line 16, the first date is going to be on the left, and then the second date is going to be on the right, a recent date then. But if it's false, you have to switch those guys.
Okay. Wait, I'm making sure that all of these are connected because like they're
Okay.
put correctly because I don't want the thing that happened last time to happen again.
Which one? Oh, those guys, the braces. Yeah, I mean, it's a normal thing. You're gonna have to do that every single time. Okay, but okay, let's see. So
Okay.
this one is probably the longest function with a lot. There's so many inputs for this, guys. But the
Yippee.
reason why we're doing this like nested if else statements. So the very first one, right? There's this first one you're gonna write. This is gonna check if your year is later, right?
Yeah. It's gonna be year 1 is greater than year 2.
Yeah.
And then this I have questions about.
Okay, go ahead.
Why would I put return?
You put return because it's an output of a method.
Okay.
Yeah. You always have a return. Like the end goal for like methods is a return function.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. But if it's like any other thing, it could be print system out dot print system out print dot print line. Okay.
So that connects. And then I would have to make an else if statement.
Yeah.
And then if year 2 is greater
Yeah, false.
than year 1, that would not be correct. Oh, wait. There. Return false. Oh, wait. Okay, there. And then why would I put an else statement there?
You put an else statement here because so you're doing this one by one. You're checking the year 1, year first.
Okay.
And then the next thing is a month, and then the next thing is
Oh, okay.
This is like the process of what I'm doing. Yeah.
Makes sense now. Okay.
Because then the reason why you do else if too, like I think by default, line 27, 28.
Yeah.
If the year 2 is greater, then that's gonna be the later date, right? Year 2, obviously.
Okay, that makes sense now.
Yeah.
I understand.
Good.
True.
There's another way of doing this, but I think this is probably like one of the easier ones to read. It's always good, like when you're writing these guys, like try to like step back, like and come in. It's like, oh, is there another way? And then usually
Right.
the other way is a lot of thinking beforehand.
Yeah.
Make it more concise. The best type of code is the ones that are concise, where you don't repeat things. That's always the case. But the thing is, like that takes time. In the beginning, when you're like answering a question and writing a code for it, it's the same thing as like you know when you're writing an essay,
Hmm.
and then like in the beginning, your mind is like thinking so much, and then you're gonna
Yeah.
write so many words, right?
Yeah.
And they don't like really like it's a pretty repetitive.
Right.
And then you come back and kind of proofread it. It's like, oh, okay, I want to delete some of these words and some of
Yeah.
these like phrases. So it's kind of like the same as code. You come back and delete and edit and proofread it to make it more concise.
Okay.
All right.
And
So the next
here,
one is the day.
wait,
All right, the day.
if day one, I'm sorry, you can hear that really annoying noise every 2 seconds.
It's
Um,
fine.
My sincerest apologies on that one. It's not my favorite either, and I don't know how to turn it off.
You don't know how to turn it off? Isn't it like a control panel thing? Or
No, I've tried. My computer's
Oh,
literally
okay.
on silent right now, and it still makes that noise.
It's on silent, but it makes that noise. That's like a notification thing.
It's just
I think there's a way.
there
We'll
has
probably
to be a
look it
way.
up.
I just haven't been able to figure it out, and I've just gotten too frustrated with this computer that I
Yeah.
just tend to leave it alone. I let it do
At
its
least,
thing.
at least you know that it's you're typing.
Exactly.
Same with the one that's reminding you about the hour, I guess.
Yep.
Okay, all right.
Oh,
So
wait. I didn't put. Wait, no, that's right.
okay,
Never
but you
mind.
see how you see how I lined up all my braces here? Like I want you to like not like looking at what we have here. Try to do that on your own, kind of in a sense. So like this is
Okay.
how you should line it up.
Okay.
So like it's all lined up from like the ones it's associated with.
Mhm. Wait, I have a question.
Was it?
So for most of these, like if month one is greater or month one is yeah greater than month two, then you
Okay.
did another one that month two was greater than month one.
Yeah. Okay.
Same thing with the year. Why don't you do that for the day?
Oh, because it's just an else in a sense.
Okay.
If it's greater, then the other one would just be. Oh, I see what you're saying. So let's see. So return and if else
Because wouldn't you have to do another else
if it's
before you
greater
go?
than, then the other one would be less than. Yeah. And what about the else for that? There's no else to say. What would you put for the else? Yeah.
This?
Like what? Because then the reason why we have the else is so that you can add in more things to it.
Right.
Because like for the year one, the else we had the month in there, right? And everything
Mhm.
else. And then for the day, that's like the last one.
Okay.
I think it's fine. The one thing though, the one thing I want to, because like, what if they're the same day, you know,
Right.
or the same year?
Yeah. That would be
If it's the same year, then that's an else. Does it? Let me read the prompt. Does it say anything about if they're the same?
here. Let me.
Prompt allows you the user to
Here.
entirely input two different dates. It says different though. It can't be the same, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, it says two different dates.
So we just have to make sure that they're
They're
both.
different.
Yeah, that they're completely different.
Like I said, it's like you can write like the code that accounts for everything, spaces,
Right.
different things, but it would take a lifetime,
Yeah.
to account for everything. Um, that's why there's different versions of iPhones and everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you can't make a perfect phone or app.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, so I would say yeah, it has to be different. That's like up to it's kind of like prior knowledge. Like
Right. You
yeah,
have
you
to
have to give that knowledge to the user. It's
the
like, oh,
user
okay, it
to
can't be
do
the
it.
same. Okay. But yeah, for the day one, the reason why is like I don't have an else if because there's nothing else to put.
There's nothing else. Okay, got it.
Yeah. Okay, so I think we're done with this one. We just have to create the main file.
Wait, I need
And
to.
the main file is gonna be the one outputting the result, like in number 16.
Wait.
Let's see if we do that awarding. Okay.
Okay. I think that's.
Okay, so that's for everything. Let's try write the main file.
Okay. Wait, I need to. Okay.
I didn't actually write this one. We're gonna have to write this on by ourselves. Yeah.
Okay, so I do it here.
Let's see. It has to be inside your public class. So it's right after which brace is that one that encloses? So it's between 42 and 43. Yeah.
Okay, there.
So I guess let me ask you how would you write this after you write this boilerplate thing?
I'm thinking.
Okay.
Um,
I mean, cause like it's right now. I think the hard part is done. The method is always the harder part. Now we just have to use the method and then
right,
kind of like give it some life, some output.
exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so, wait, I'm like really bad at multitasking. My brain won't let me do anything. Okay, so let me read this real quick. You must use prompts, easy reader, I'm still lost with that. And nested if or if. Okay, we already did that. Make sure easy reader is the same. That you just said that in the last one. Example of the output. Okay.
Yeah, it has to look like 16.
Example is a
So-
more recent date. Okay. So I have to put my system dot.
So like yeah, technically yeah, like but then so first you have to compare or ask the user, right? Like the
Right.
date.
Like, okay.
You have
So
to
I
use
have to
scanner.
yeah. So I have to put system.
Is it system?
Wait.
I want you. This is the
Well,
this is
isn't
the.
it because you have to output the question?
But what's the first thing you do though? Like for like a class scanner, what's the very first thing before you system that out? You have to what? You have to initialize it, right?
Yeah, but wait, how would I do that? I'm really having like a brain.
You have to create. You have to create. You initialize the scanner by creating an instance of the class. So try looking back at get the guessing game.
I'm looking at this one, yeah.
I want you to get to a point where you don't have to look back. That's why.
Okay, wait, here.
Yeah. So this is us initializing the scanner in it. Yeah. So this is what you do: is you create an instance.
So line 23.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the reason why you do that is because it's not static. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why you always initialize the scanner instance. And the instance variable is called console. It could be anything.
Or am I crazy? Yeah, no, there isn't. New scanner.
And then what's next without looking back?
It's so good that I don't have memory, like good memory when I look back at things like that. I can remember one word. And, okay, wait, there's a parentheses.
Yeah, a system, right?
One.
System.in.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because we forgot to do that last time.
I mean, you'll never memorize everything, but some things you have to.
And then that.
Yeah. Okay, so after that, what's next? You initialize this instance, and then now what do you do?
Is it the same as the other thing?
System.out, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. Dot out dot print ln.
I guess you could ask them for the
could I be like, please input first date?
Please.
Please.
Okay.
I'm nice.
Be nice.
Input first date.
Yeah. And then so you have a question or like a statement, and then you pass that, right? You pass the input to the scanner instance.
Wait, I have to suppress it.
Yeah. So
Okay.
how do you pass the input to the scanner instance?
Input to the
You put in you initialize you declare the data type first, right?
Okay.
The thing about this is if you read back to the prompt, I want you to like read back to the prompt because it
Yeah.
tells you something.
Okay.
I think it's like line 8. Try to look at line 8.
Lining. Each of the two dates must be input using 3 separate prompts for numbers to be input: a year, a month, and a day.
Yeah, you gotta do it like that.
Okay,
Year,
so I'd have to put like. So they couldn't put the whole date like this.
Cannot. You have to create it though. You have to create it like 3 different numbers and then concatenate in the end. Yeah. Yeah. So those 3 numbers, you have the date, or you have the year.
The year, the day, and the month.
Yeah, let's go with whatever order they want you to do. So you have all those 3 things, and then you concatenate them in a string afterwards. So
Okay.
ask for the year first.
Okay. After I put this. So
Oh no, you have to add. No. I would say let me think. Please input first date. Yeah, I guess put that in there because you want to tell them what it is. Yeah, after that guy. Yeah.
okay. Year.
Yep. Okay. And then like after it though, you have to initialize it. Like you have to assign the instance, the variable for each one before you. Yeah. So now you have a year. So here you have to declare the instance data type, right? It's so it has to be an integer. Integer, and then what are you gonna call this one?
Year 1.
Yep, and an equal what?
Number.
It has to be the same as the console instance. So console.next int, I believe, I think. Console.next int.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
What's the difference between the console.nextInt and the console.read?
The read one is for the easy reader.
Oh, okay.
And then since we're using yes, yep. Did you
Okay.
get it now? Yeah. It's
Yeah, okay, I understand.
And then like for the next int, you have to, I think for this one, the syntax is for next int, the I has to be capital.
Here?
Yeah, for that one.
Okay.
And then you need to put in the parentheses without an argument, so just an empty parentheses, like that. Yeah. And then so that should be good for the year. Now you have to do the day or the month, whatever.
Can I do this? Wait.
That guy, yeah.
Okay. And then the next one is for month.
Yeah.
Month. Nope. Computer. Month 1 equals console dot next int. Okay. And then this one's for day.
Yeah.
This noise is just really. I'm finding a YouTube video tonight. If it tells
Yeah,
me,
I think it is. You can definitely look for it.
because I'm just not a happy camper with this right now at all. Int and there and there.
Awesome. Okay. So let's see. Year 1, month 1, day 1. Good.
Okay.
And then yeah, so now you have to put in you have to compare them first. I would probably compare them first. So, or let me see, please input first date, second date. Or another way would be just input for the second date. Because then you're gonna do it all at once. Either define them all at once and compare them all at once.
Okay, so then I do another system out print.
Yeah. And then for different variables of year 2, month 2, day 2.
Right. Out dot print ln. Do I put a statement saying like please input second date?
Yeah.
Whoops. Oh no, what was that?
What happened?
I don't know. No, I don't want this. No, 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 no. No, no.
Whoa.
I don't know what that was. Redo? Yeah, we're redoing that. Okay.
Okay.
Year. Should I put year again or should I
If
put year 2?
it's up to you. I'll probably put in that for the first as well, just to distinguish it. But like, I feel like the first statement you have for before all these kind of like already call it out.
Okay, so
Because
then
it doesn't really matter what your string says. What
Okay.
matters is what you're gonna assign it to.
Okay, got it. Oh wait, silly me. Okay.
Okay.
Year
So-
2.
So like I'm looking at the time right now.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yeah. And I have an appointment at in like 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's fine. I can finish this up by myself.
Okay. Actually, yeah, like this is good practice. So what you're gonna do first is just to like briefly talk about it. So after you do this, you have to compare the two dates using the Boolean function is later.
Okay.
So if the Boolean output after you pass like all the different inputs to the Boolean is later, if it's true, then your first date, try scroll up. So your first date is gonna be on the, if you look at line 16, the first date is gonna be on the left. Because it's gonna say this first date is more recent date than the second date, right?
Okay.
But if it's false, then you have to switch those. So
Okay.
like that's it. And just try to try debug that, see if you can get something to happen. Your main output is gonna be that guy, the on line 16. So that's gonna
Okay.
be your last. How you concatenate that though? I think we'll have to talk about that. You've done it before though, right? Like,
Yeah.
all you have to do is like kind of like build the strings so that you have like the month, the day, and then the year,
Okay.
and then the hyphen in between,
Okay.
and then add the spaces and is a more recent date than in between.
Okay, got it.
Okay, cool. Let's do that, and then I'll let you know. I think it may be good if we meet again
Yes.
beforehand, because then you have an
Awesome.
exam next week.
Yes.
I'll check my schedule. I'll let you know.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much.
Yep. Have a good one.
Okay, you too. Bye.